He lived in the city for most of his life, surrounded by noise he had learned to ignore. Car horns, crowded streets, rushing people, constant notifications on his phone. Everything moved fast, and so did he. In the city, time was money, silence felt uncomfortable, and rest always came with a side of guilt. Every morning, he woke up already tired, even before the day truly began. He was always chasing something: deadlines, traffic lights, and expectations that never seemed to end. The city gave him opportunities, but it also took something from him. Slowly, quietly, his sleep became shallow. His thoughts grew loud. Even when he was surrounded by people, he felt completely alone. Conversations were quick and superficial. Everyone was always busy, always going somewhere else. No one ever looked up at the sky. No one stopped to listen to the wind. No one had the time. One day, the exhaustion finally caught up with him. It wasn't physical exhaustion, but something much deeper. His mind felt heavy. His chest felt tight. He realized he couldn't remember the last time he had felt truly calm. So, he made a decision. He would leave the city for a while and go back to the village where he was born, a place he had unvisited in years. The journey itself felt like a transition. Tall buildings slowly disappeared from the horizon. The traffic thinned out. The noise of the city softened into a distant hum. When he finally reached the village, the air felt different. It was lighter, cleaner. It wasn't silent, but the sounds were gently chirping of birds, distant voices carrying on the breeze, the rustle of leaves in the wind. The village didn't rush him. It didn't demand anything from him. People greeted him slowly, with real eye contact and warm, genuine smiles. No one asked what he did for a living or how much he earned. They asked if he had eaten. They asked if he was well. Simple questions, but they felt more meaningful than any conversation he'd had in years. In the mornings, he woke up to sunlight streaming through his window instead of the blare of an alarm. He walked on open paths, not crowded sidewalks. He started to notice things he had completely forgotten existed: the rich smell of the soil after rain, the soothing sound of a nearby stream, the simple comfort of sitting quietly without feeling like he was being unproductive. In the village, time moved differently. It wasn't slower, just more honest. People worked, but they didn't rush. They rested without guilt. They talked without constantly checking their phones. They laughed without pretending. At night, the sky was a blanket of stars. In the city, he had forgotten they were even there. He would sit outside, breathing deeply, feeling something he hadn't felt in what felt like a lifetime. Peace, real peace. The kind that doesn't come from entertainment or success, but from simple stillness. He realized how much the city had trained him to stay tense, to always be preparing for the next problem, to always be alert. Here, in the village, his body slowly began to unlearn that habit. His shoulders relaxed, his thoughts slowed down, his heart felt lighter. The village people didn't have much by city standards, but they had enough food, enough time, enough connection. They knew each other's stories. They helped each other without expecting anything in return. They didn't compete. They coexisted. He thought about city life again, the ambition, the pressure, the endless, draining comparison. In the city, people measured life by progress and achievements. In the village, people measured life by peace and contentment. He understood something important then. Cities are built for speed, but villages are built for the soul. That didn't mean the city was bad. It just meant it was incomplete. It offered success, but often at the cost of calm. It offered convenience, but often took away connection. In the village, life wasn't perfect, but it was balanced. The days passed, and he felt himself changing. He felt healthier, clearer, more present in his own life. He laughed more easily. He slept deeply. He listened, truly listened to people, and, for the first time in a long time, to himself. And then he had a realization that would stay with him forever. Peace isn't about where you live, it's about how you live. But some places remind you of that truth better than others. The village reminded him that life doesn't need to be loud to be meaningful, that happiness doesn't require constant excitement, that sometimes stepping away from everything is the only way to find yourself again. When he finally returned to the city, he carried the village with him, not in his bags, but in his mindset. He started to move a little slower. He breathed a little deeper. He learned to value silence. He stopped chasing things that didn't truly matter. And whenever life felt overwhelming again, he would close his eyes and remember the village, the open sky, the quiet mornings, the simple, honest smiles. Because once you experience that kind of peace, you never forget it. Thanks for watching.